Uh, Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. This is your favorite podcast. Better be. One of your favorite podcasts. 1 2 1 2. Day two. This is the BLAZETHELION podcast. I am your host, Blaze the Lion. This month's theme is the arts. The arts indeed. And tonight we have a special guest. Before I introduce him, I want to remind you all to do me a favor. Do me a little favor. Small little favor. Share. Subscribe to the channel, the Blaze the Lion podcast. I'm so used to saying that so fast. All right. Therefore, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a damn friend. We are on and we are live right now on YouTube. All right. Tonight's guest is someone who is ready. He's someone that I've known actually for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Someone that I've worked with a little bit. And I foresee possibly working again in the future. I believe that things happen never by chance, never by coincidence. It's always on purpose. It's always for a specific reason and at a specific time. Yes, indeed. This person is a singer, dancer, actor, film director, a black man on a mission, walking in his purpose. You can even see behind him, this person is so humble, but has tons of accolades. This person is making a mark, not just in the industry, the film and entertainment industry, but making his mark in this world, as that is needed. Got his head screwed on tight. This person is focused. This person has energy, humor, even though I feel that I'm funnier. But this person is a guest on tonight's show, episode 36. Put your hands together, your virtual hands, for tonight's guest. I'm gonna try and get this name right.
Dun, dun, dun.
I always mess up on these names. Here we go. LJ Ugarte.
Hey.
Hey.
I've heard so many renditions of my last name. It's so funny.
I was a little nervous there. Welcome to the pod, man. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much, and congratulations on all your success, man. I'm proud of you.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you. So I gave my brief intro about you, but share with the guests a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm LJ Ugarte. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm an actor, singer, songwriter, film producer, director, entrepreneur. I'm the owner and founder of Fire Creek Entertainment, going on 16 years now. And I'm just a round the way guy, just a regular dude. That's just trying to make a contribution.
I love that. I love your humility because you are talented.
Thank you.
You are talented. It's not just by accident. It's not like you don't know what you're doing. Like, you know what you're doing. You are gifted. You are talented. And what I noticed about you early on, a few years back, is that you were fearless. Like, you didn't care. It didn't matter what the venue was.
Yeah.
When they called your name, you hit the stage and you gave them a show. It didn't matter who was mean mugging,
or
who was smiling. You had the crowd participation. And I said, man, look at this guy. I don't even know this guy, but I see him.
with the fun, fun, fun.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
I still do it. It's I always say it's two of me. Down here I'm just regular Louis from Brooklyn, but when I hit that stage or I'm doing some type of live performance, it's LJ. LJ takes control of that. LJ, as soon as I get off the stage, I'm like, oh, what did I do? And I don't care. As long as the audience can understand what I'm trying to do, I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. That tends to happen a lot with entertainers,
Yeah.
performers. We tend to be somewhat reserved people, but when it's showtime, it is showtime.
Yeah.
There is no holding back. I feel we have some performers here in the chat. If you're a performer, either current or past performer, and you can definitely relate to what we're saying about sort of like that alter ego. Throw your hand up in the chat. Put a star emoji in the chat. All my performers. Yes. So tell us how it all began 16 years ago.
Yeah. It all started with a black suitcase. It
Hmm.
started. It was just a. I've always been a performer. I started when I was 10.
Okay.
Um, my father used to sing around the house. My dad was a musician, and I've always had a respect for music. I've always had a respect for this business because this is an art form and it should be taken serious. It should be respected as an art form. And I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to do something creative, an actor, but I wasn't getting roles. I guess I wasn't groomed enough or wasn't trained enough to get work. So I
Hmm.
was getting frustrated. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start something. I'm going to revolutionize something. I don't know what it is.
Hmm.
So I decided I'm going to start my own company. I didn't know what a company was. I didn't know what it entails. I didn't know what it consists of. I didn't know anything. So I decided I wanted to start something because I'm going to be the next Alfred Hitchcock, naively, innocently. So I decided to do something. So I had a black little suitcase, and I tell you, I used to work. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a corporation. I didn't own anything at that time. I used to haul this little black suitcase all over town trying to find a job, trying to find a gig. Until one day I had an audition for an independent film in Miami. I didn't have a car, so I had to take the commuter rail, um, South Florida commuter rail, with this black suitcase. And I remember I was walking from my home to try to catch a train, and it started to rain.
Hmm.
And I was trying to haul this little suitcase, and it had a beat up light, makeup, and I used to call that Black Suitcase Fire Creek Entertainment. And as I was going to the train station, it was like 3 mile walk from me. The right in the railroad tracks, the wheel got stuck and it started raining. And I was trying to yank my suitcase. And next thing you know, I yanked the suitcase and it broke the wheel and I slipped and fell on the tracks and I cracked my knee. I scraped my knee. But I was determined to get to that audition
Wow.
with a bloody knee, scraped up, missing wheel. I dragged that suitcase, and when I got to the train, I was disheveled. I was a mess. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I was determined to get that.
Hmm.
Let's fast forward 2 hours later. I got to the audition, and I got the role.
Whew.
And from that point on, I never stopped working. I kept working. I also learned the business. I educated myself by picking up books, taking online seminars and learning how to become a businessman. I incorporated my company. I've learned that. I trademarked my company. I licensed my company. I did everything. 16 years later, I not only have that black suitcase still on display in
Hmm.
my office with missing wheel just as I left it then. It's like literally frozen in time. But I still have that scar. And that scar represents humbleness. Because once I feel that I am above anything, that little scar starts to throb with such pain because that's why I'm staying so humble, because I hate having pain. And that's a reminder of where I started. Now we own a warehouse. We're a multi-award-winning corporation. We have 27 films that we've produced. Some films that are available on your shelves at Walmart, Best Buy, that I've produced. I've worked with successful artists that I've written songs for. And Fire Creek now owns a publishing company. We have a sister company in it, a subsidiary. So I've come a long way from 16 years ago to today. And I've had hurdles, but I've never once forgotten that beat up kid with the broken knee.
Yeah.
And the ripped jean, and I still own those jeans.
See, look at that.
With a rip. That's just as a reminder. Once I start feeling myself, I'm like, well, hey, I just got this. Wait a minute. The knee starts to throb. I'm like, no. Lord, I hear you. I hear you.
Humble yourself.
Yes, all the time.
I love that. So you casually breezed over 27 films, and you got a couple in your local in commercial stores.
Yeah.
On the same tune of humility, do you want to name drop any movies or any artists?
Yes, I've produced The Gornos, which is a horror film starring Ken Sagoes from A Nightmare on Elm Street. If you guys out there are Freddy Krueger fans, y'all remember Kincaid, right? Hey, Krueger! He's in the movie. It's so funny because when I met him, I try not to geek out because, I try not to geek out.
Yeah.
But I was that little boy who watched their films over and over, memorized their lines. 20 years later, I'm your boss. Huh? What? And not only meeting the man himself, I gotta show you. I got a Freddy Krueger shirt, man. He gave me a real shirt. So I also produced the film Can't Get Right that's coming out soon in Atlanta with all the comedians: Tim Murray, Shorty, Damian Williams. Man, that comedian that was on the Monique show, the co-host with Monique, was in that movie, and I'm your producer. That's insane.
I love that.
Incredible. And they were more excited. They were excited to meet me, and I'm like, but why? I'm just a dorky guy from New York, And they were like, we seeing you at work, and I'm like, I'm only just getting started. I haven't even broken the ice yet, and it's.
I love that.
I'm forever grateful for the opportunity because Mr. Sagos did put me on when I didn't have work. He saw some work I did previously, and he called me up, and I'm like, I actually hung up the phone on him. I thought it was a catfish. We did a FaceTime, and it was actually him. I'm like, you're Kincaid from Freddy Krueger, So thanks to him, I'm forever grateful. I'm like, nah, LJ, you finna stop thanking me. I would never stop thanking you. You gave me an opportunity to showcase what I'm good at, and continuously, I am that guy. So till I can't breathe anymore, I'm gonna thank you.
Straight up. I love that. I love that story. It reminds me of a little bit about how I got started in the fitness industry, where I was going to an audition to be a exercise instructor, and I had so many doubts. I said, nah, I can't do this. They'll never choose me. I am too different. I'm too new. And I made a U-turn, and I was headed home.
Oh, wow.
And something in me, and I know what it was God, said, what are you doing? Turn that car back around and go to that audition. And 16 years later, still here.
There you go.
Still in that industry. So
you've inspired lots of people. I'm one of them. When I first met you guys, I was a fan, a big fan. I was watching you guys bounce around and listening to the words that are coming out of your mouths. And you guys made such an impact on my life. I still got your autograph photo.
Hey.
I have it in display here in my office. You guys inspire people too, and y'all made a contribution. I was inspired by the words that you guys said in your records, and I thank you for that. People like you is why I do what I do too, to continue to spread the love and to spread the message throughout our community.
Mm. I love that. I love that. Man. Yes. Definitely digging this. Definitely digging this. So, along your journey, as you have many hats, like I do, um, with all your talent, from dancing to singing to acting to producing, um, do you just love it all, or is there one that's your baby?
Oh, I gotta say that songwriting is my baby because it belongs to me.
Okay.
I love to write music because it's me. It's telling my story. It's expressing myself in a way that a screenwriter can't express for me. I on my production team, I've got some of the best screenwriters, some amazing writers, but I just feel music, I can really tell my story more. But now it's kind of a challenge because they can't say, what do you love the most? Entertainment, entertaining.
There it
I
is.
love just I get a gratification when a person says to me, "Hey, I watched your comedy on Amazon Prime or Tubi, or I popped in the DVD or whatever. You made us laugh. You made us laugh so hard a snot came out of my nose." That to me means more than me than anything because I did my job. I've gotten letters from parents. Wow, and then I've gotten some sad letters too. I'm like, hey, my kid, so that was the last film that they saw, or something like that. And it's like, I don't know how to take that.
Yeah.
But I could just thank God. Thank you for allowing me to give me the strength to play those parts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, God, that's all I want to do is to be able to contribute. That's all I ever wanted to do. Some people dig it. Some people don't dig it. But at the end of the day, I can care less. I'm doing it for the people who actually enjoy seeing my pictures,
Yeah.
or hearing my records or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So my background, not my history, but my actual background here is a lion on fire. Looking at your background, I see some jewelry back there. I see some shiny fixtures in your background.
Yeah, some this, I gotta tell you a story. This right here, I received this one when I was 19 years old. I still have it. And it's so funny because it says most improved thespian 1999. And I look at I ironically, my drama teacher in high school is like my biggest fan. And I'm like, you said I was the most improved and I was never going to be anything. And I was like, well, then again, success is in silence, because I don't, it just looks nice there, but it doesn't justify who I am. You know what I mean? It's nice. And I am forever grateful. I could pass those on to, hopefully it'll get passed on to, family or something, a museum maybe, I don't know, but it doesn't justify who I am. I'm going to continue to move forward and hope, in hopes that I can change the world through art.
Oh, you already are, brother. You already are.
Thank you.
And in this fight, man, because it is a fight, it is a challenge.
It is.
It is a internal fight with ourselves. It is a spiritual fight. And again, some people are going to love it. You are going to change people's lives. At the same time, some people are going to hate it.
Oh yeah,
and they're going to attack. That's just what it is.
Oh yeah, I've gotten hate mail too, and I would read some of the hate mail. It's like the cruelty of humanity. Why? It's like, I'm sorry you don't like the movie. I mean, it's a character, it's not real. I mean, sorry you don't like my songs. I mean, okay. I got criticized for my music video. And I was like, yes, I did it. That was just a little preview because I was a little exposed in the video. Well, I was very exposed. I did that for a reason because I was always so covered up. I said, you know what? Music is mine. I'm going to do what the hell I want to do with my records. So I said, you know what? Okay, I'm going to be for that particular song, Feeling the Music. I was exposed, and I did it on purpose for the fact that people are so hypocritical and judgmental. They want that for themselves, but when they see someone else do it, it's like, oh, why would you do that? But meanwhile, you're more exposed than I am, so you can't win. So
can't win. We'll never be able to please everybody, but we're not in it to please people anyway.
Not at all.
So,
not at all, man.
Indeed. So, I would like to speak about in the beginning. All right, in the beginning, from that determined young man, all right, who got that role. Tell us just your experiences with acting.
Well, acting is a way of life. Acting is not pretending or mimicking or posing. Acting is actually becoming an individual to bring them to life. It's an interpretation. That's what an actor is. An actor, let's say if I want to play you in your biopic, when you guys do your biopic, I might play you. I have to become you. I have to study you. I have to know what you like. I just gotta. It's almost spiritual in a way, and it could be draining. Acting really tears me up, big time. I come home from work and I'm dead, tired. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't. Just the other day, I felt like that. I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I was shaking because I haven't turned the character off. But as over the years, I keep practicing to learn how to put them on, turn them off. It's not easy. Acting is not for everybody. There's a lot of young kids out there that says, I want to be an actor. And I look at them and I ask them questions. I'm like, so tell me, why do you want to be an actor? Why do you want to be a performer in general? They look at me, oh, because I'm gonna be a big baller. I'm gonna be this and that. And I look at them like, kid, you're in the wrong business. You're in the wrong business. I don't want to discourage you. I don't want to tell you can't do it. But this generation, they got it too easy. They got social media and they could do all this wild, crazy shenanigans and they become popular and that might lead to something, and that's all good for them. God bless them. But that's not the way I came up. I came up having to go through the newspaper and find a job, and actually work. Creating art. I have to contribute and really, really put myself out there for real. And this is no attack on the TikTok generation and the it's just
the millennials and all that.
It's just a different era, and I'm more of an old school, hard work, studying the art, respecting the art. I was taught never disrespect the writers, never disrespect the performers, because you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. You might not necessarily like a specific production or gig or whatever that's your prerogative, of course. There's lots of things I don't like, but don't disrespect them because you don't know what the hard work they had to do to put that out there for you. Yeah. And that goes to musicians. You're an artist. You know what it takes to tour and be on the road and from city to city, town to town, and you're going to get great audiences and bad audiences. Is exhausting, and you're giving it your all to showcase what you guys do.
Yeah.
And then at the end of and it's so I love artists. I got nothing but almost respect for the indie artists who actually take their craft serious, who's out there really really making music for a reason, not because they want to get rich quick,
Right.
or they think that they're gonna become the next Drake or the next Usher or whoever. It doesn't work like that. You got to put in the work.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. We're from a different generation, and like you said, we're not here to bash any generation
Yeah, not at all.
or bash the younger, because there is a uprising. There is a uh, awakening of some of the young people,
Yeah,
and they are feeling conviction, and they are taking their health serious, and they
yeah,
are making moves and making a statement and changing the world. So,
yeah.
not
They are
bashing any one generation.
none at all.
We're just from the generation where payphones.
Yeah, you got to go and actually buy records. You got to buy. Kids, I want to introduce you to some things called vinyl. I got Miami Vice. I got Madonna. If you know, yeah.
Records, yeah.
Come on now, come on. We have to go and buy. Look, for those who know, I have the original Color Purple
Oh wow.
soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to go to the stores and buy records and support artists.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, streaming really messed this up.
It's a lot of changes.
Yeah, but it's all good. It's okay.
Good and bad. I
Change.
mean, it is what it is.
I'm okay. I am okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's called progress, and we got to keep moving forward. And we also got to support the younger artists because they look at us.
Mm-hmm.
And I love when these kids be like, some of them still think I'm their age. They think I love that. So they come to me as like, I want to do what you do, and I just let them know that it's a journey, and like I keep saying, respect it. It's an art. Don't disrespect it. Study the craft. If you don't want to study the craft, find a way to learn the craft and follow your path, wherever you want to go.
Bars right there. Heard that?
Yeah. It's like painting. It's like a painter. The first painting you make is going to be crappy, but once you perfect that art, you're going to be the next, Bob Ross, and, next Andy Warhol or Picasso's, you got to practice.
Yeah. Yeah. Put in that work. Put in that work. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, coming up to recent times, these past, give or take, 18 months or so, has been very challenging to many. It's been to everyone. It's been different in some way.
Yeah.
And to you, and during the midst of this pandemic, has it helped you? Has it hurt you? Have you had any effect on your business?
During the initial lockdown of 2020, I have to honestly say, and this is for me, of course, I watched a lot of people around me suffer, and that was the hardest thing. For me, I think it helped my company, it helped the business because everything is live streamed, and people who's never seen my films, or have never seen the films I produced, actually discovered the movies. They were like, "Wow, you an actor?" Been doing this since I was 10. They were like, "You're an actor. Wow, I never knew that." And I'm like, "Wow, okay." Someone says, "I didn't know you sing." All right, or do this, because they were home doing absolutely nothing. Everybody, it's like the world shut down and the world was slow. People took time and went, "Let me find out. Let me Google. Let me search." And I know it's a significant change for us. The streamings went up, the business went up, the demands went up, and that was good for Fire Creek Entertainment. And at least through that, it helped me. And for that, I was able to help people. I was able to make contributions. I was able to make donations. I was able to, even from virtual, I was able to lend my support. I was able to contribute to other causes. I couldn't be there physically to pass out waters and maybe free masks, but I was sure sending them through the mail. And so I gotta say, it was a blessing amongst a curse, because I've lost some great people. My mom passed away just December 23rd, and
Oh wow.
and it was just like, but you know what? During the midst of the hurt and sadness, I never stopped working, never stopped creating, because I felt that if I stopped, I would have lost my sanity.
Mm. Mm. Wow.
Mhm.
That is powerful, man. This whew, this season, I've been saying has been a health check.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That too. Oh.
It's
Mm.
it's been a spiritual check for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's definitely been a spiritual check. I thought I was super spiritual until the pandemic hit, and I was like, okay, I got some growing to do, and it's definitely a health check. And not to take this podcast
Mhm.
a whole different route tonight, because I could go on and on about health.
Yeah.
As
Oh
we
yeah. Yeah.
know,
I'll follow you on that too. I've been keeping up with your. I'm trying to do the. I'm trying to do your workout with the ropes.
but health is key, people.
Yes,
Health
it
is
is. Yes,
key.
it is.
So the news will drain you. Your friends, sometimes your own family
Huh.
will will drain you, and your job will drain you
Yeah.
if you allow it. Right.
Yeah.
So health is important. Mental health is important. Spiritual health, no matter what you believe or how you believe it, whether you're praying on a mat or you're in your car jamming to gospel
Yeah.
music,
Oh
or
yeah.
you go to the beach and you bask in nature. However you do it, do it.
Yeah,
We
man.
need to get our minds right. We need to get our spirit right, and we need to get our food right. What you're putting into your body is key. And if
That's
you
that.
haven't seen anything in COVID, in this pandemic, if you haven't changed anything, the least you can do is take your body, your temple, seriously. Because we only got one.
That's true. And and I've been following um your diet plan. I saw it online and I was watching it, and I was introduced to the vegan burritos, and I was introduced to vegan McNuggets that I'm obsessed with. I actually discovered that on the set. One of the crew members are vegans, so of course we have to provide. And I said I was eating it, thought it was chicken McNuggets. I said, "This is great. I like this." I thought it was Tyson chicken or whatever. And the crew girl was like, "That's a vegan McNuggets." And I was like, I never stopped buying it since. And then the vegan burritos, vegan breakfast, it was the salads that they prepare for me, and I just became obsessed with it. So I do eat. I am, and I have my shakes, and I love it, love it, love it. And I have my vegan donuts that I love. Who knew that I would actually, I still eat meat,
Yeah.
but I kind of have it like in my little portions,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't eat that much meat. I'm chicken, you know. I know my friends are like, that's all you eat. I was like, no, that's all I like. I don't, I
It's a journey, man.
like to tolerate.
It's a journey, but definitely anything that you eat, anything that you love, they can make you vegan. And thank you, Sue, for that comment. I'm going to post that comment. Get mad. All right. Yes.
I see my friend SK. Oh my goodness. The part of I gotta man, I gotta tell you, they're part of the journey too.
Okay.
I gotta tell you, Stephen Knight. He is a filmmaker based in the Tampa St. Pete area who has become part of my production family. And when I say, speaking of creating art and contributing, Stephen Knight is the man. Like, if you need a video done professionally, this guy just cut it, and he's larger than life. He's this big, lovable teddy bear, 6'4". When I first met him, I was like, please don't kill me. Turned out to be one of my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Creative. I surround yourself with people who are creative and watch the machine grow.
Mm-hmm.
So shout outs to Steve Knight and Jabri Wright. These people that I work with are amazing. This is one of his books of a show that I'm producing. It's now a TV show. that I'm a part of, that I'm producing. Kodaddy, You Misspelled Father, amazing book. It's actually a TV show now that I'm producing 3 episodes. Just that you got to surround yourself with people who love to create, people who have something positive to offer, people who have a great mindset to continue to grow with you. I think that's, to me, I think that's the secret. That is the secret to success and a secret to health, good health. Surround yourself with positivity, because when you surround yourself by negativity, it's toxic and it wears on you.
Definitely.
That's a fast killer. That is stress.
Definitely. I'm a firm believer in attraction, and we attract whatever frequency we are vibrating on. So whatever your current energy is, we all give off energy. So if you're attracting, if you have a bunch of toxic people around you,
yes, it'll kill you.
You can blame them, but you must first. Why are they around me? Why am I allowing them to be around me? Why am I allowing them to drain me? I'm attracting them. So change your mindset and change your circle.
Got to. You gotta get rid of it, because it's gonna wear on you, and it's gonna drain you. Man, that once you start doing this, because you're stressed, it's bad for your fingers. That's bad for it's just little stuff like that just kills you, man. That's why I try to think positive. I try to live in a positive lifestyle. And there are things that bother me. There's a lot of things that bother me. But you know what? At the end of the day, I try to just let it go. I got to.
Do you have a regimen? Like what keeps you grounded? What keeps you positive? Excuse me.
What keeps doing the whole midst of what's going on now? In general?
Just in general.
Man, I just stay creative. I pray, I write, I sing. I still pace back and forth. You can't tell me nothing. I just know that at the end of the day, or there's light at the end of the tunnel. You might be having a bad day today, but you know what? Tomorrow might be even better. And then always, tomorrow is not promised. So live for the moment, because you don't know. Tomorrow we might not be here. So you know what? Enjoy while we enjoy it now. That's why I don't like to live in the past. And as secret is, oh, you've done this. Oh my God, you did that. I was like, you know what? Yes, but that was yesterday. I want to focus on what I can contribute today. That's what keeps me positive. And that's the secret of staying young. Because people ask me, what's my secret? I heard rumors. LJ, I swear to God, that LJ drank blood. Oh, LJ sold his soul. I've heard it all. I've read blogs. I read some scathing blogs about myself. Oh my God. I drink blood, y'all. I drink blood. I eat bats. No. Secret is positive thinking. Drink lots of water.
There it is.
Drink lots of water. Moisturize. I promise you guys, I'm really not. I'm a lot older than what you think I am, y'all. Just think happy thoughts, man. Just think of think happy thoughts, and also what's the old saying? Think of happy thoughts for others too. Because I don't always like everybody. There's a lot of people I don't like, but guess what? I pray for them and I wish them well.
There we go.
And just keep on moving, don't try not to hold no grudge. I said try not to hold no grudge. This is show business. You're gonna hate somebody.
I mean, we are human. We are human, but it's a journey.
Somebody up.
It's a journey. So I want to get into what was the transition like? Because you started with acting. So how did directing, how did producing, how did that come about? Like, what was that transition like?
Well, originally I started as a singer, singing first, as a child and all. And got into acting, and as I learned the craft of becoming an actor, I tackled the world of producing films, which is something like when I first started Fire Creek, I had no clue about it. It just sounded nice. And that's being honest. The title executive producer just sounded nice. What is? I don't know what the executive producer is, but it sure sounds like something I would like. I started practicing, learning, working with as an actor. I was shadowing other producers and literally like, what is that? What's that? What's this? Just I've learned, and I've learned that that's my way of keeping this machine going, and being able to put my input into creating magic. So that's how I kind of transitioned. I transitioned to I said, it's like sprinkling a little seasoning in your food and adding that nice little taste to it. That's what producing is to me. That's how I fell into it. I fell into it blindly, but I've learned the craft, and whew, boy, did I learn. I'd say I fell flat. I had flops, humiliation, embarrassment, made a fool of myself. But guess what? That's the stepping stones of learning. Learn from the great and become greater.
Indeed. Who is cute, Sasha? Am I cute, or are you talking about LJ? I'm just curious.
I'm like,
oh, you gotta find your glasses.
I
Just for
see
clarification.
some familiar faces. Gerard, my goodness, Gerard Berry's my producer of Terror Among Us, which is another movie I'm currently in right now as we speak. If you guys like a good slasher movie, y'all, I think you guys are gonna like Terror Among Us.
Yeah, we need we're gonna need like a list of your projects, man, so these people can
it's a lot.
become fans.
And it's a predominantly black cast for a horror movie. Guess what, you guys? The black person don't die first. Not in my movies.
There you go.
Yeah, so yeah. That's the point of producing. You get to do that. You get to change the game up a little bit.
Yeah.
Why do we gotta die first in the movies? No, we're not gonna die first. You're going to die first. So yeah. Man, yeah. So I'm so honored and blessed to have just an amazing support team to work with Fire Creek Entertainment. And these filmmakers I'm friends with and I'm partnered up all have their own individual production companies.
Right.
They're taking the time to create art, man. Let's keep this creative flowing. We got stories out there to tell. Great stories out there to produce.
Absolutely.
A lot of people are afraid to tell it. And here they call us, hey, can you guys do it? I'm like, we're kind of swamped until July of next year.
That's a blessing, man.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it is. I'm grateful. Eternally grateful.
You have a question, LJ?
Okay.
Do you have Chinese in you?
I do. Japanese.
Japanese.
I do. I'm Asian. I'm half Asian.
There you go.
I know I'm not related to Tiger Woods. I got that.
In the Caribbean, we call anybody Asian of Asian descent, we call them Chinese.
Yeah. My parents are from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And how did a person from Japan ended up in Puerto Rico? That was during the war. My grandmother and that whole frolicking, and then my mother and my dad, both my sets of parents are mixed. So then they popped me out and I came out,
Yeah.
A little chink chink. I got teased as a kid, man. I was called everything in the book. I was even called, I remember getting upset because kids were calling me Michael Jackson. Now I'm glad they did that. I don't know. At the time, I was,
Yeah, that's a compliment, man.
Yeah, it sure is. They were like, "Look, Michael Jackson, your voice is high." I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
that's
a
okay.
that man is a genius.
He sure was.
So we've come to the part of the show where do you know what time it is?
Oh, snap. Ooh, ooh.
Said, do you know what time it is?
You know.
As the crowd goes wild, right? It is color time. Color time.
All right. I
For
just
those
saw
that are new, this is the part of the show where I, the host, will say a color, and my guest will say or yell out whatever comes to mind.
Okay,
It can
okay.
be a vague answer, it can be basic, it can be deep and spiritual, it
Okay,
can be
okay.
tied to a story.
I have to put my glasses on to this for this segment. Okay.
So I'll give you an example. I know they're going off it right now in the chat. So I'll give you an example. Say I would say the color brown.
Mhm.
You may say chocolate.
Ah.
You may say my skin color. You may
Or something
say
else.
dog poop.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
there is no right or wrong answer. You
yeah.
just say
Okay,
whatever comes to mind.
okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Look at all these.
So I said Blasian. Blasian. I like that. Steve. I love that. Blasian. Okay, okay.
All right. So here we go. You ready?
Okay, let's go for it. Let's go for it.
All right. Let's go. Color number one, white.
The lights.
Okay. The light. The light. Okay.
My ring light.
Here we go. If you stare at your ring light too much, you start hallucinating and stuff. But
Oh,
I'm trying not to do that. All right. Yeah. Color number two. Let's go with charcoal.
charcoal. I want to say a diamond.
Mm.
Break the charcoal to get a diamond.
Mm. They said in the chat when you put on your glasses, it got real.
Yeah, remember this is Lou now. LJ, this is him. Now this is Lou.
Different person, the same body.
You sure know.
Here we go. Color number three. Let's go with pink.
Oh, love.
Mm. Okay. Next color. Let's go with red.
Blood.
The blood that you drink when
Yeah, the blood. Yeah, the blood that I drink, y'all.
you guys heard it here first. And next color. I like this color. Let's go with royal blue.
The Caribbean.
Why the Caribbean?
Because that's where I'm dying to be right now. Man, I need a vacation bad. Man, oh man, when I think of blue, I think of the crispy clear water. Anybody out in the chat want to treat me to a trip to the Bahamas?
Hey.
Please?
In the chat.
Please?
Here's your chance. You can even send a private chat to the
I'll
guests.
wear saran and nothing else. I mean, I'll reenact my video, the fun and stuff. If y'all didn't see it, y'all gotta watch it.
We got two more colors. Here we go. Next color. Let's go with purple.
Oh, purple. Prince.
Okay.
Another genius.
Yeah. Indeed, indeed. Okay. Final color. Final color. Gold.
That baby back here.
Which one?
Where is she?
Which one? You got a couple golds. Yeah, we can't see that.
Oh man.
Hey. Look at that.
That's my daughter right there.
With all humility. I love it. I love it. I love
I
it.
blush all the time. It's kind of silly.
Nah, but that's an accomplishment, man. That's a blessing. And in life, we get rewarded for our hard work, you
Yeah.
know?
In any aspect that we do, it's try and try again. You fall flat on your face, you guys, dust yourself off and keep trying. I fall flat on my face all the time, but guess what? I'm not gonna stay on the floor. I'm gonna get my behind up.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm good. Keep
Yeah.
it moving.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right.
Definitely.
I've got a lot of hurdles to still overcome. I'm still going, y'all. I'm just getting over the thorns. And then once I get over the thorns, I still got another set of thorns. Because now I got more to prove. It's a blessing, but it's like, oh man. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want it. I shouldn't have never won it because now I got more to prove.
Yeah.
Because you don't stop. It's not the final. Because some people say, oh, if I ever win an Emmy or a Golden Globe or whatever,
no,
they think it's done. No, you got to work 10 times harder to keep that.
Yeah.
You got to keep it.
Yeah. Yeah, the work is never done.
No, it's not.
And the human brain is never satisfied.
No, it's not.
So no matter what, there's always more. What advice would you give to a up and coming actor, someone who has a dream of really acting, feel that they have a talent, feel like they have a gift, but they truly just don't know where to start?
Well, for starters, don't give up. Don't get discouraged. Don't let the namesayers put you down. If this is something that you truly, truly want to do, like I said twice before, 3 times before, it's an art form. Respect it. Study it. It's show, but it's also a business. That's what's called show business. Learn not only to put on the show, but remember, learn the business. Because it's Hollywood, it's show business, it's in the indie world. It's really gritty. It's not a clean business. Remember to stay in the straight and narrow and stay true to yourself, and you'll make it. Just remember to be on the lookout for castings and know who's legit, know who's a scam. And just remember to just stay positive and keep your hands clean. It's a dirty business, but if you do it in the straight and narrow, you make it. Anybody can make it. If I can get work as a performer, and if I can achieve a little bit of success, a little bit, you can too. So you can, you know what I'm saying? Just keep going. Don't, and please do not go into this business chasing the paper. You're going to hit a brick wall. You're going to go in there, I'm going to make $1 million. Oh, right. Yeah. You're going to make $1 million. You are, but it's for the wrong reasons. And you stay away from that. Money's not, no, stay away. It took me a long time to get to this point. I just bought myself a house just recently. And it took a long time. It didn't come like, oh, I made a movie and I'm here to buy a house. I did 40 films and still work. So you got to continue. Don't do it. Don't chase the paper.
Yeah. Folks think because you put out a movie or you put out a album,
you're so
all
rich.
of a sudden you're a millionaire.
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. the business changes all the time. So just stay true to you. Keep it real, you know? No, don't sell out.
I like that. In the chat, do you have any questions here for LJ? Any questions on acting? Any questions for just the film industry or the entertainment, should I say, industry as a whole? Feel free to reach out. This is your chance. This is somebody that I know. It's not somebody who I paid to be on, or somebody who I conned or persuaded. Right? This is just it's just a real connection, you know.
Oh yeah, we've done 4 showcases. I think we shared the stage 4. I want to say 4 times. I think
You've done some definite work.
we've done. I shared it.
I can't even tell you where.
I could remember
Yeah.
I have some on video. Yeah, we share the stage. I remember opening for y'all once. I did a show. I performed first, and then you guys went on and just ripped the stage and killed it. You know.
Oh, you got some questions coming in too. Here we go. How did you get your Emmy?
As a producer, I produced. I also do children's programmings, and for regional stuff. So it became a success, and it was for a project that I hated. That is the funny part, is that I got into the production, and it became a runaway train, and it just kept winning until it became a candidate for the regional Emmys. So it would have been nice to receive it with the, at the big awards as the big stars, but it's okay. I still have one,
Yeah, you
it's
still
okay.
got one.
I'm still that guy, and maybe someday I'll probably win one for acting. Maybe I hope so. If not, it's okay. It's all right.
You got another question. How do you balance work with acting?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know. I don't have a specific answer. I try to do it in moderation. I try to, because I work every day. I oversee every aspect of Fire Creek. I do payroll. I do paperwork. I'm constantly doing paperwork. I'm constantly on the phones. I'm booking meetings and appointments and shows and everything. And luckily for the film Terror Among Us, I've got a great production team, because otherwise I would have lost my head a long time ago. And I'm doing all of this in a mix of moving. Right now, you see my office is kind of still intact, but in the next couple of days, all this is going to be moved into my new home. So, man, I don't know. I just keep going.
Nice. So I have a question. In this season that we're in, right, where so many things are virtual.
Yeah.
You feel it's easier for a actor, or do you feel that it's harder? Is there like more competition out there? Because you go on social media, and a lot of actors are putting out small little films or skits or whatever. So, like in this current climate for an actor, do you feel it's easier or not really?
I guess it's easy because everybody get to create their own little content and put it out there. Right now, you really don't need studio backing anymore, because everybody is out there with their iPhone 12 Plus making movies. It's amazing what you can do with an iPhone, that you can make 4 movies in 4K now. And you could do an amazing film, submit it, and it goes to the film festivals and do its thing. And that's amazing. Wow. I pretty much just focus on what we're creating and our contribution. And I don't focus on what the next person is doing, or what that person, or what this person, or what that person is doing. I'm just focusing on what we're going to create. This is a big world, and there's plenty of room for all of us. It's a big planet. There's lots of room for all of us to do what we do, create.
Yeah.
Just, stay clear-headed about it, just don't get cocky. Don't get beat up. But so yeah, there's plenty of room for all of us.
Yeah, I like that.
And, and there's a question. Someone says, if I don't make it there as an actor, there's only fans. Enjoy it while you can. They're shutting down.
Yeah, I heard that.
A real job now.
Yeah, I was
Sterling.
hearing that.
I'm with Jack Sterling up. He's one of my actors. He's actually one of the stars of Terror Among Us. Sterling Williams he's actually in Daddy You Misspell Father too.
Okay. Okay.
Ain't gonna get tortured when I see him on the set though. I'm really gonna put him to work.
So in this climate, again, with COVID and stuff, how challenging is it to act? Are they strict? Are you strict with your staff? Does everybody have to get COVID tested, or are you guys mandating vaccines, or how is that whole industry going? I don't know.
Well, according to the union, it's becoming very serious. The Screen Actors Guild is very strict on their productions. Yes, a lot of the productions, they require vaccines, and they're requiring a lot of social distancing. The way we're gonna do on our movie, that we are putting out the requirements, especially for the actors and the crew. There's a lot of intimate scenes. There's scenes that people, but we're taking all the precautions. For the most part, a lot of our actors are already vaccinated, but we still have to do heavy. We have the masks, and in between takes, we could do the social distancing if we have to. But it is definitely it's kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it would have seemed so, because I mean, you can't in the real scene, like if you have a scene like you said that's intimate.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't wear a mask during the scene.
Not in my movies. Oh boy, no masks, because it's like method acting. You all. I don't know. We're gonna have to cut out a lot of scenes, man. Oh man, until everything starts to clear up, bro. It's like we're gonna have. Oh my goodness. But man, I wish I had magic. Honestly, I'll make it all go away for every one of them.
Yeah. Crazy times.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. So for the future, what do you guys have in store? What does Fire Creek Entertainment have coming? What should we look out for?
Well, we've got several films. I've got a Hollywood film that's I'm in negotiations with a movie in Hollywood. A big, huge, called The Last Party. It shoots entirely in Baja. I think, is it Baja? The studio that Fox Studios in Mexico that shot Titanic, which is cool.
Okay.
The actual studio. It's called The Last Party. I'm in negotiations to do that. I'm also attached to Daddy You Misspell Father, which is a television series. We're filming season 1 now. It's written by Jabri Wright and directed. I have Terror Among Us, the horror short. That's going into production next month, if all goes well. I have The Mini Lights, which is a cool thriller that's in development for next year. I've got about 5 other big time productions that are in development. The Deadly Inferno, which is about a burning building and loosely based on September 11th, but without mentioning.
Okay.
Due to legal rights and due to the sensitivity of the fact that it's based on a true story, so we have to tweak it. That's in development. I got an animated couple of animated cartoons in development that we're in talks to doing in Hollywood.
Oh, nice.
And it's a long line of films, so we're quite busy. We're just trying to do it in phases.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go back into the studio to work on a record.
Okay.
long overdue. Everybody's like, when are you gonna do this? When are you gonna? It's like I wish I had the I could freeze time to do it, but because I'm in, yeah,
So many hats. Yeah, I
yeah,
get it.
that's.
I get it. I get it. If we could clone ourselves.
I wish that would have been so awesome. Yeah,
Indeed. Awesome. People, basically, Google him.
pretty
All
much.
right.
I don't have I don't have like a specific site to direct everyone, but yes, I am on Instagram twice. I'm on the Fire Creek Entertainment on Instagram and also LJ Ugarte on Instagram. You guys could follow Terror Among Us movie too. We
Okay.
have an official Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. Yeah.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
And I don't drink blood for real, guys. I really don't.
And even if he did, he wouldn't admit it.
I'm really 150 years old. I
Been here for a little minute.
was actually on the Titanic.
Awesome, awesome. So, in closing, man, any gems, any words of encouragement, any quotes, any short stories, anything that you would like to leave our listeners with?
Always remember this. Just because you slay the dragon, it doesn't mean you're going to be hailed as a conquering hero, especially in the business that you're trying to pursue. Just stay true to yourself, and the rest will follow. Just always remember yourself. And you got to love yourself before you can love anybody else. Because if you don't love yourself, how the hell you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
That's a fact. So I like that. So you can't, what was it? So you can't slay the dragon. What was that?
Just because you slay the dragon, it doesn't mean you're going to be hailed as a conquering hero, especially in the business that you're trying to pursue. If you want to be an actor, singer, songwriter, you can slay the dragon. I've slayed many dragons, but I've never been hailed as a conquering hero. I'm not trying to be a conquering hero. I'm just trying to be the best person I can be to be able to continue to pursue my endeavors. And while I pursue my endeavors, I'm helping the next person out. This business, this whole endeavor is not about me. It never was. If I can help my fellow performer achieve their success in a little bit I can do, I'm okay with that. I call it sprinkle them with a little Fire Creek dust. I tell my team that just to sprinkle them with Fire Creek dust and send them home so they can go off and do something great.
They want me to put that in the chat. Here we go. Just because you guys are making me work. Dragon,
so just because you slay the dragon, it doesn't mean you're going to be hailed as a conquering hero. Someone said they made that movie about me. Interview with the vampire. What is up with vampires? I make the horror. You know what's funny? I make horror pictures, but I don't watch horror movies.
There it is. I think I got it right.
Yeah, just because you slayed the dragon, it doesn't mean you're going to be hailed as a conquering hero.
There you go.
Remember, you slay the dragon's head, and guess what? The dragon's head is going to grow right back.
I was just thinking that, right?
That's why I say you can't slay the head of a dragon. It'll grow right back. And I've slayed many dragons' heads for the right reasons. But guess what? At the end of the day, that damn head grew back. Shoot. So that's why I say stay true to yourself.
Absolutely.
No competition. Competition drains you. Friendly competition is cool, but if it's like personal, it's going to drain you.
Yeah,
you can't join them. You know what I'm saying? Join them for the right reasons.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. Man, lots of content. lots of experience. I admire your determination, man, your perseverance,
Thank you.
and your hard work, man. You are determined and it's paying off.
Thank you.
And
Thank
like you said, this is only the beginning. We got much more to do, much more
you.
work to do.
I got more mountains to climb. It's, man, there's so many mountains to climb, and your dreams are what you're made of.
Hmm.
If you're gonna make it, you got to look deep down inside and just hear your heart saying, "Don't be afraid of your dreams."
Don't be afraid. Face that fear. Go for it.
From a lyric of a Go West song, and it says, "Don't be afraid of your dreams. It's mind over matter, whatever it takes. Just look out what you're after, and you're never going to break. So don't be afraid of your dreams."
Well, I'm not putting that in the chat, people. All right.
Yeah.
You gotta pay attention.
It's a whole
Oh,
lot.
there it is, man. Thank you again, man. Thank you again, brother, for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, if you are not subscribed, do it now. All right. Subscribe to the channel. You'll see on the channel we got tons of content. We have previous episodes. All right. We have Friday Rise, Word of the Weeks, and different things as well coming on this channel. So please subscribe to the BLAZETHELION podcast. And this month we are keeping that same theme of the arts. So next week, all right, we have a singer, a dope R&B singer who may even perform. I'm going to actually talk to him and see if he can perform for you guys and give you guys a little something. Yeah.
I look forward to seeing that.
See? On that same note, LJ, would you like to give the audience a little sample of your skill set as a singer?
Yeah. And don't you lose your passion and stop crying. Never give up your dream, then stop sitting around waiting for a miracle, you understand. Don't you lose your ambition and keep fighting through the rain. Never give up your dream and stop kidding around waiting for a miracle, you understand. There you go.
Oh, there it is. I would come right behind that with a verse, but
We'll work on that.
but it's not about me.
It's an unrecorded song. It has to get some Ice Squad in there.
Hey,
And BLAZETHELION.
hey,
My collaboration is long overdue too.
this is true. Weren't you supposed to be? You were supposed to be on one of our projects.
Yeah, I remember early on I was going to produce a show with y'all for you guys actually, but because of timing and it was just a little off the timing. Yeah, but we'll get some music going on because I'm a huge fan. First, I started out as a fan and I walked away friends with you guys, the whole band.
Appreciate that.
If y'all didn't see it, look, I told you I still got their picture, y'all. Look at Blaze right there. Signed. This is an original. See, they're so groomed. I'm telling you. Now this is what an artist is supposed to be: polished and ready for the business. It's a good example right there. I should use this when I'm presenting, showcasing how to present your package to companies. That's a great example. You guys are amazing. Still are.
Presentation, first impressions, man.
First impression, yes.
You can't go to a label like, well, this is my song on the CD.
No, it doesn't work. No. It has to be like, I have mine. I still have mine. Like, like
yeah.
It's been a while since I actually sent these out. I mean, I got to do it again. Just and the resume, which
have
is
your resume, have your media kit, press kit.
Yeah, man. It's kind of. Look, I look like I'm a BLAZETHELION right here. So yeah, you just gotta be prepared for it. Be polished. Be professional.
Yeah.
You never know. That phone call rings. They want you. You ready? You got to be ready for the job.
You gotta stay ready.
Oh
Your
yeah.
time might be right around the corner,
Never
but
know.
you'll never know if you quit now.
Never know. Always approach. I always approach a movie like I never worked before. Every movie I'm on is as if I never made a movie before. Every set is like I've never done this. That's what keeps me hungry and keeps me wanting to work. They're like, but you done 40 other film. I'm like, I did? I don't, I guess,
Yeah. Yeah, man, take the craft serious, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I want to thank you, brother, for your time, man, for your gems.
Thank you.
For the stories that you shared, and again, just for your energy. I know that you have inspired people tonight, and you'll continue to inspire people because they'll watch the replay and also the audio of this podcast, of this episode 36, will be available on streaming platforms, your Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Gamecast, and so on and so forth. So this podcast, this episode rather, will continue to impact lives, man. So I want to thank you for being a huge part.
Thank you. Thank you
Huge
so
part,
much for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yes. And this is not by coincidence. So let us keep in contact and,
Oh, yeah.
And do some collaboration and stuff.
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Long overdue.
Yeah. I'm not so I'm no actor. I mean, I have a couple skits I did in my videos, my Ice Cream music videos. But we had an actor on the show last week, and she gave us a tip, and she said to practice acting, you do the tongue twisters. So she gave us one.
I remember that.
What did it go? A sheet I slit.
Oh yeah,
on the.
She does that. I do. Feather the weather is hot. Feather the weather is hot. Feather the weather. Feather the weather is hot. Feather the weather is cold. Feather the weather is Peter Picker pickle peppers. If we get Peter Picker pickle peppers, Peter Picker picked. Yeah. If rubber the weather. Oh man, somebody. It's like as a singer, you gotta train the voice.
Yeah.
He's like, ah. Oh yeah. There's so many different exercises to do. I still study the Meisner technique of acting, the method acting technique, which is that acting technique is like, you're not acting, you got to become that person. So that's why, not that it says, oh, you're playing a serial killer, you got to go out and actually do it. No. So it's,
yeah. It always looks easy when you're watching it.
Yeah.
But the dedication and the hard work that folks put into it.
I gotta put you in something. I gotta see where it's available to squeeze you on in there somewhere.
Squeeze me in.
Probably on the show, or you running from a hatchet killer or something. That'll be interesting to watch you running. Don't fall. You ain't gonna fall. You just gonna keep running.
Listen, that killer better be fast, because I'm fast.
It's the movies. He'll probably be Flash or something, It's fantasy. It's not real. It's all, yeah. Remember, kids, it's not reality. It's fantasy.
Entertainment.
It's entertainment. And people get offended too in my movies. They saw me with a gun. And they were, all right, oh, you're anti-gun, Mr. Anti-Gun, but then they freeze the photo of me with the gun. That's a comedy. Calm down. I don't even like guns or whatever.
It's entertainment, yeah. But that's what it is, the power of the internet.
Of course.
You can take any kind of content and hey, but you said this or you did that.
It's and they freeze a lot of the stills, my facial expression. I'm like, oh, like whatever, yeah. They use it, they throw it in your face. Oh, but you don't like that person, and they look at you. It's called a screenshot. It's a movie still. I love it. You gotta love it. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
think it's serious. I'm unbothered.
Not at all,
Really
not at all.
funny.
So you guys heard it here first. So my face will be somewhere on the screen, even if it's only for 3 seconds. Ah, you
Yeah,
know,
he's like, ah.
that's it. Hey,
We'll get you on in there. Once the align,
there it is.
you'll be getting that call. That'd be kind of cool. So it's long overdue. We'll do something.
Yeah, man, definitely, definitely, definitely. This was the Blaze the Lion podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. See you all next week, and the week after, and the week after. And remember, in the midst of this storm, whatever storm of life that you're going through, even though it may seem chaotic, it may seem impossible, you may be battling fear or revenge or hatred or so many mixed emotions, anger. Remember, man, mind right, spirit right, body right. All right. And whatever you're facing, you can't get through it. Just don't quit. No quitting allowed.
Nope.
You
And no
dig, you
playing
dig.
baseball.
There it is, there it is. This was a Blaze the Line podcast. Peace and love.